Noted lawyer Ram Jethmalani has fired a fresh salvo at his erstwhile client Arvind Kejriwal, claiming that a Delhi chief minister had indeed instructed him to use derogatory words against Finance Minister Arun Jaitley during the defamation case hearing. So here is that explosive letter that you see on your screens, which has been accessed by your channel. It makes a startling claim, a sensational claim now by noted lawyer Ram Jethmalani, who says that he was asked to use derogatory words by Arvind Kejriwal against Finance Minister Arun Jaitley. Now, this revelation comes just a day after Kapil Mishra also made a stunning accusation, saying that Arvind Kejriwal had gone begging to one of the senior BJP leaders' doorstep, asking for forgiveness, with an apology rather, for the defamation case. So a series of events happening on that front. Let me go across to Megha Prasad joining us live on this. Megha, what do we make of this? Now we have Ram Jethmalani turning against Arvind Kejriwal, saying to a huge extent he was dictated on certain words that were to be used against Arun Jaitley.
Yeah, and you know, this letter that now Mr. Ram Jethmalani has written to the finance minister, to Mr. Arun Jaitley, and I just want to read a couple of lines from this letter, and makes everything extremely clear as to who is lying and who is making up the excuses at this point in time. Now, Mr. Ram Jethmalani in this letter has said quite clearly that he was instructed to use abusive words against Arun Jaitley by Mr. Kejriwal. In fact, the copy which Times of India has also carried today, they have quoted Mr. Jethmalani. It says that Mr. Jethmalani was instructed to use derogatory words against Finance Minister Arun Jaitley. He had, of course, also had conveyed earlier also that he was acting on the instruction of his client, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. And you know, all of this excuses that has now been made by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, saying that he never instructed his counsel, Mr. Jethmalani, to use any of these bad words against the finance minister. Now you have, it's an open fight between the two of them. It's his word against the other, right. Mr. Jethmalani's word against the Delhi chief minister. Now, Mr. Jethmalani says that he was acting as per the instructions of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, and I'm just quoting out of this. He says, you know, Jethmalani, who's extremely upset with the Delhi chief minister for telling the courts that the lawyer acted on his own. Yes. He's saying in his letter on 20th July, he'd actually said that Mr. Arun Jaitley filed the first suit and the criminal case. You naturally sought my services. Ask your conscience how many times you use worse abuses than a mayor, and of course they've not used the abusive word, saying the derogatory word Jethmalani had used, triggering that second 10 crore defamation case against Kejriwal. Obviously, in all of this, you know, it is now perhaps being pushed to the wall. Yes. Mr. Jethmalani has decided to tell the world exactly what went on and what was discussed between the two of them, and why did he use the word he used for the finance minister in the court. There's a complete U-turn, a turnaround by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. So this has cornered Mr. Jethmalani, and perhaps that's why he's taken the step to ensure, to tell everybody that he was not acting on his own, that he was clearly acting on the instructions of the client that who he was representing in the court.